Hey, what is up, everybody? It is No One Shall coming at you with another Star Trek Fleet Command. So now we are finally into the content of the Absolution Arc, and I do have one glaring concern, but I'm going to save that to the end where my complaint is going to be shown. And I wanted to start to talk about we got to scrap Franklin. Some of y'all scrapped your Franklin right away, and then it interfered with the events you had to do. For me, I scrapped it after I was done with the events. But let's go over some information. So we have our battle pass. I'll save that for a minute. First event, not so bad. We have the Swarm of War. This is kind of cool. So you have your solo milestone, alliance milestone, and the server milestone all in one. So as you see, I finished it. I was able to get my 10 tickets and all my resources to remember I am a higher level player. So I'm going to see a higher amount of resources for it. That was not bad. It was grindy, and I started with 39s, using my base Franklin. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm using something else. So I ended up using my Enterprise and going through all that. And 144 points to get to 11k, it's approximately like 110 mobs, whatever you want to call it. So I go into lazy route, and I went for 47s, and everyone's like, why would you go for 47s? And let me show you the logs, since I still have some logs on it. So I decided to do the old-fashioned LKK method. So here you see all these losses and wins, and then you see 46s. So right here. So the crew I used was LKK, Leslie, Kirk, Khan. Let's go to better log. I need one that does more damage. So here's my loss. So as you see, I took down about 70% of one with the LKK, and I still was desirable to hit it, so I just kept doing it. Easier points. Instead of 144, I was gaining a X amount of points. Leslie Kirk Khan is like a savior when it comes down to it at this point. I had to find any way to actually get my way through these events. And if we look at the stuff right here, 46 gets me 1,597 points. And 39 is going to give me 144, which is about 9 kills with the Enterprise. And it kind of equaled out, to be honest, instead of having to deal with that. But it was a good event. It was easy pay. It was a little hard, but not so bad. It's hard, yes. We have our heroic BPs. We have our complete new mission. That's the normal kind of stuff. We have, this is where you get your, if you go to the event store, that's where you get your new missions at. Battle Pass ain't bad. So everyone's like, how do you get the new skin? So if you look at your Battle Pass, as long as you have the Elite Battle Pass, there's 10 for the Infinitus. Let's see. Hey, look, there's a hint right there. They have in there. Let's see. Is there any more? You're able to get partial through the. Able to get partial through it to get the Infinitus. But there, if anyone doesn't know, didn't watch my last video, to get the ships, new ship skins or refits, they're gonna be like solo leaderboards and stuff like that to get the refits. We already showed you those, and as you see, I'm scrapping my Franklin for the Franklin A. And the more or less exciting part of it is if we go to our resources here, and so this is what, when you scrap your Franklin, you have to max out Franklin to get 200, which would take to get to the new Franklin A. And a tier 8 is gonna give you about $150. I don't think I could check right now since I have mine in there. Maybe. Yeah, I can. So let's go to Explore. I still have a secondary Franklin. Unless it's in dock. So here's the Franklin tier 8. Gives you 150. Just so information. The one thing I did like about this arc was pretty cool. Deuce talked about it in his video. But was these. So you do your daily. Your new dailies, and you're able to get these. Or use them for this. And they pay really well, which I'm grateful for, which is going to help expedite players to gain more levels, get up there quicker, and yeah, it's cool, in my opinion. That's probably one of the better stuff. We have the new skin that I still don't know how to get yet. The new projectile, which I really want, because it gives you a 5% more to your crit. That's pretty cool. Have that on all ships, get that much more of a chance at crit. I like it. It's cool. I didn't even know it was coming out. My biggest concern, or my biggest complaint on this, because they said they were going to fix it, was the ticket events. Cerberus one was cool. It was easy. I did it pretty quickly. that was chill. I didn't worry about that. But here's the ones that I worried about. So Cosmic Cleanup or Cosmic Prep wasn't hard. I just wasn't a fan of the rewards. I'd rather have resources and uncommons and yada yada yada. That's what should be there, not officer shards. No. And this one was too dang hard. This one is not, it's not worth it for the rewards. It needs to be dropped down to be easier, and it needs to have resources. You're spending resources to get the resources, technically, to finish it. So that was my biggest complaint on this one. A lot of the milestones were, people were saying they're hard, which I'm not going to disagree with. So this stuff, it was a pain, but it wasn't horrible, but it was hard. Taking events, I'm not happy with at all. The new, we haven't done the new combat missions yet, nor have we done the officer heroic overflow, because that's going to take us the time through the event. There's Jayla, which is going to be cool. The major other complaint was the price of the second researcher is $20 when the second builder was $5. They should have split the difference and did it for $10. Would have been way better. Yeah, the $100 pack still gives you some resources, which isn't bad. But second research is just going to be a good thing. Then the Franklin A, if you want to buy it outright, unless you want to buy it in pieces, which is $20 a piece, still be about $80 to unlock it. Instead of just maxing your other Franklin out and just scrapping it to get the BPs, that's the best option there. But you get, let's see, I haven't really looked at the packs. That's just resources. Let's see, resources, no upgrade components. So I would steer away from that right now. I would just scrap your tier 8 or your tier 9, frankly, your max one out. You can buy your points. You have your April pack. That's normal kind of stuff. Let's see what the heroic looks like, or the elite premium battle pass. So you get your elite battle pass, you get Jayla 35 shards, which you'd earn the rest through either events or partially through the battle pass. The elite battle pass, you get 27k. That needs to scale, I think, per ops level like everything else does. Besides that, it was a smooth rollout. It was smooth to me. When I woke up, the game was on, the events were going, so I give you A+ there, Scopely. The events are better. They just need to be tweaked just a little bit more to what it should be, and I'll be happy with it. I know a lot of lower level players that are crying that it's not fair that people are getting, the ship is getting put out there again. People didn't like the Franklin stuff, but the new Franklin stuff actually is worth it due to the fact of the daily turn in for your resources for the biominerals, biomaterials, because that pays handsomely, which will help fund your in-game stuff. I kind of stopped doing the Franklin stuff originally, and now this is giving me a new vigoration, or a new form of invigoration to do these events, because they pay handsomely. And there's a new daily with it. So it's going to be a worthwhile investment over time. It's going to be a worthwhile ship, in my opinion. And we have those new refits, which I hope they're going to be easy to get and no auction, please. No auction. But besides that, it is nowonshall signing out. Remember to like that subscribe button, that bell notification down below. Remember, if you have the see more button, come join my Discord, and below that is a donation if you want to donate, and under that is a membership button. Become a member for either $2, $5, $10, or $20 a month and help out the channel. I love you guys. Peace out. We'll be bringing more content down the road. Later.